Oh man, this smells so good. I just cut a slice of this lamb mac and cheese casserole, and I'm gonna show you guys now how to make this exact dish step by step at home, starting now. Hey, I'm Chef Kyle from Kyle's Creations, here to make simple and healthy recipes for everyday living. If you're new now and you love to get creative with cooking, hit that subscribe button right now and ding my notification bell for my latest and tasty recipes. We are using ground lamb today. You don't have the time to make a turkey or a large roast. Using ground lamb is a wonderful, quick, and affordable alternative. This is gonna be a complete meal. So you're gonna have your protein, the lamb, you're gonna have your vegetables, and you're also gonna have your carbs, which is gonna come from the macaroni that we're gonna make with a wonderful white sauce. To start things off, we're gonna do this recipe in 3 parts. So we are making a lamb filling that's gonna have vegetables in it. First thing, we're gonna prep the kale. Take each stalk of kale, use a pair of scissors to remove that woody stalk. Kale is a wonderful vegetable filled with vitamins and nutrients. And if you guys wanna know more about the flavors or ingredients, click my WebMD links. Take a large bunch. We're just gonna cut it a couple times, roll it back on itself. Take off a little bit of the root and the top. And this is a large yellow onion. I'm gonna go more for a third. So that's about closer to the size that I need. And we're gonna do some slits following the contour of the onion. A couple horizontal slits. Red bell peppers, so start from the top, and we're just gonna peel away, try to get as close as possible, just to the skin, and feel around. Remove any white parts. Actually, you want the skin side down. Basically, you can do 45 degrees, but I like to do it this way. I can get more precise cuts. And then just chop down, bring your knife up, okay, and then we're just gonna chop it. 2 cloves of garlic. Always remove the root end. Slice it this way. Some wonderful ginger. We're gonna slice it. Take a little bit of fresh oregano. You can always use dried oregano as a substitute. Chop it up. Okay, lamb, 1 pound of ground lamb, coming right up. Now we're gonna go in with some extra virgin olive oil. Okay, oil is nice and shiny. Okay, ground lamb is going in. Just gonna press it down. I wanna get a nice sear on it. Develop some color on there. Okay, I'm gonna flip it over. Shut off the heat. Cool it all to one side and let it all cook together. Strain and remove the cooked ground lamb, and we're just gonna add a little bit of olive oil to it. Let's go. All right, we're going in with our onions. Peppers are going in. Just cook this for a few minutes. Just add a touch more salt. Now we're gonna go in with the garlic, ginger, some white pepper, paprika, and some ground cinnamon. A little bit of olive oil to the rim. It smells so good. You could smell the sweetness from the cinnamon. Now we're gonna add the kale. Dress it with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. Just want to wilt this down. So we're going to add chicken stock to this just to deglaze the pan. Just remember here, recipe is a guideline, and we're going to add 3/4 of a cup. Wonderful flavor. Ground lamb is going back in. A little bit of Worcestershire sauce, about a tablespoon of that. Some fresh oregano. I'm going to lower this, and now we're just going to let this thicken for a bit. Lime zest is going in. Also add the juice of 1 full lime. If this is reminding you of a certain vegetable that you need to use, drop that comment below and let's find out. The second part of this recipe is making the macaroni and the white sauce to mix with. I'm just gonna salt boiling water. I'm gonna use about 1 pound of macaroni. As soon as the macaroni goes in there, you're gonna wanna stir it. Keep the water moving. So let that cook for 6 minutes and then we'll drain it. Actually, I'm just gonna run it over some cold water. All right, let that drain. Glad you guys are with me so far. We are making our white sauce or bechamel. Right now, I'm just gonna grate some cheese. So I have some aged cheddar cheese. I'm gonna need about 1/2 cup of that. I have some wonderful locatelli, some nice nutty notes with a little bit of hints of salt in there. You can use any other cheese you'd like. So we're gonna grate that as well, and we're gonna do that a little bit finer. I'm gonna save a little bit to grate on the top. Butter's going in. I cubed it, makes it easier to melt. This is about 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Starting to bubble around the sides. I'm gonna lower the heat. Now we're gonna add the flour. Right now the flour is still raw. All right, you can smell that, the nuttiness from the butter. Flour is cooked out. A little bit at a time, we're gonna add actually a quart of milk. So I'm just waiting for it to come together like this, and then where it needs to, I add more milk. Bay leaves going in. Have this milk mixture reduce until it can coat the back of a spoon. At this moment, we're gonna add the salt. Now let's go in with some wonderful ground nutmeg. And finally, let's go in with some yellow mustard powder. That's gonna add some mild spice to this. Yep, so I'm gonna shut it off and remove the bay leaf. So I have some panko right here, some extra virgin olive oil. I'm gonna pour that, toss it. Have my pan on medium heat. All right, once it's evenly coated in the olive oil, then I like to add it to the pan. So it's about halfway there. It's getting nice and toasted. Fresh oregano is going in. Now you can smell it a little bit. That is perfect. Okay, I have my pasta here. Pour a little bit at a time. Look at that. I'm gonna add the cheese right now. It's gonna melt right in there. The best part, I'm gonna add the meat. Perfect. And the third part, assemble this lamb mac and cheese casserole. Now we're gonna pour it. Just get it even. And add a little bit more actually. 355 degrees Fahrenheit. We're gonna bake this uncovered for 10 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna just top it and add some cheese to it. Now I'm gonna add all the panko crumb topping. It's going back in our oven for another 10 minutes. This is how you know it's perfect. It's nice and bubbly. Let the casserole cool off for at least 15 minutes before cutting into it. All right, guys, I can't wait to try this lamb mac and cheese casserole. Let's get a bite. Oh, wow. That is so good. Such a unique balance of ingredients and spices. I could taste a little bit of the lamb, but it's not overpowering. This dish is not very heavy. It's actually not very cheese forward. A lot of mac and cheese recipes, they have about 5 or 6 different types of cheese. And when you think about that, all that cheese going in your stomach, it's very heavy and hard to digest. I used about 2 different types of cheese, and they're actually aged. I used an aged locatelli and an aged white cheddar. And when you're dealing with an aged cheddar, actually the bacteria digest the milk sugars in the cheese, meaning that your stomach doesn't have to do that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can get all my latest recipes, especially like this. The inspiration for this dish, I'm gonna give you the 2 videos right now. Click mushroom lasagna recipe. Your right-hand corner is gonna be my roasted leg of lamb. This is the best of 2 worlds coming together to make another dish, just to show you how creative we can get in Kyle's kitchen. Thank you, take care.